ahead and get started on our line patterns for our warm sun and cool moon portrait that we've been working so hard on. So far, we've drawn our warm sun and our cool moon in the middle with the facial features, and we've drawn our guidelines in the back behind our main focus, which is the sun and the moon. Now we're going to begin adding our different kinds of line patterns. You can see that organic lines are going to go in the background around the moon side, and you can tell that because we've already drawn wavy organic lines in the space around the moon. And we're going to do some geometric line patterns behind the sun. And as you can tell, we've already drawn straight diagonal geometric lines behind the sun. So let's do 2 on each side, and I'm going to show you how I would add them, and then you can think up of your own, and you can use the line example sheet in the slides. So I'm going to start on my moon side. I have a little section right here where this wavy line is right here to the top of my page. So I'm going to think about a small pattern that I could draw right there using organic lines. So because this is a teeny tiny place, or a teeny tiny shape, I think I'm going to do a circle pattern, and it has those curved lines in there. And I'm using a Sharpie so that you guys can see my lines. You can use a pencil this week just so in case you make a mistake, you can fix it. I'm going to fill in this whole space with my organic lines, my organic pattern, my organic design with my kind of spirally almost looking lines. All right, so there's my first one. Now in the second one, I'm going to think of a different kind of organic line I could use. So we used wavy lines right here. These wavy lines are going horizontally. I'm going to use wavy lines again, but this time I'm going to draw them going vertically. So in between this line right here and this line right here, I'm going to draw vertical wavy lines. Like that. And remember that wavy or organic lines are wavy or spirally or flowy. They don't have points or straight lines. So there's my organic wavy line pattern right there. I have another organic line pattern up here. Let's do one more just so we really are sure that we understand what organic lines are. This time I'm going to do some spiral lines. These kind of curl out, up, and these can kind of go wherever they want. They're a little fancy. And I'm moving around my moon. I draw a little spiral right here. So now I could, if I wanted to, I could do my circle pattern in this space again if I wanted to. We just don't want the same patterns to be right next to each other. We want to switch them out. If you want to come up with something new for your next one, you totally can. All right, let's go over to the organic, or I'm sorry, not the organic line side, the geometric line side. So we have these diagonal straight lines behind our sun. We're going to add some geometric line patterns in the spaces between these diagonal straight lines. So I'm going to start off with this one right here, and I'm just going to draw some straight lines on an angle from this line right here to the edge of this line right here. And I'm trying really carefully not to overlap my line. If I had an eraser, I could erase those, right? Or if I was drawing with a pencil, I could erase those. But since I don't, I'm going to fix it by making this line thicker to make that look nicer and neater. All right, so now I have another space right here, and I'm going to add some more geometric lines. So geometric lines are straight, they have corners and edges, and they are not free flowing or wavy. So I'm going to draw kind of a triangle pattern. I'm staying inside these two lines with this. Awesome. These almost look like spider legs to me. So I'm just touching up my line. Again, if you guys draw over your line, it's okay because you should be using pencil and you can just erase it. All right, and let's do one more right here. Let's do, let's do zigzag line, which has points, and we're gonna do straight lines too. So straight and then zigzag. We'll have both. Awesome, and then maybe a little bit more of a zigzag over here. All right, friends, so for the rest of your spaces, go ahead and fill the rest of each of these spaces in with a different pattern. Remember, on your moon side, you should be using organic lines, and on your sun side, you should be using geometric lines. And make sure you do it in pencil. I'll give you some feedback before we start tracing over our pencil lines with a black marker to make them stand out. I'm just going to touch up my lines a little bit because those lines that are